This is Stuff You Like, and Aang is not simple, the guru was kinda wrong, and maybe love will save us all. It's strangely easy to overlook Aang when you're talking about Avatar characters. I mean, you'd think it would be weird because he's the Avatar and thus the main character, but perhaps it's not so surprising. How many people's favourite Star Wars character is Luke as opposed to Han Solo, for example? Or how many people prefer Aladdin to Jafar? Some, yeah, but it is perhaps a minority opinion. If you have to be the hero, it's easy for you to be just that little bit less interesting than the people around you. That's not always the case. I love Steve Rogers, for example, but how many times have you heard people say, "Oh, I don't like Superman. He's so boring." Conflicts revolving around guilt or death or revenge are all very well, but I do like a little variety. It would be easy, because Aang is the sole survivor of a genocide, to make his conflict all about revenge, but they didn't do that, and I appreciate it. I absolutely love Aang. He is a silly, goofy kid and a deeply wise, spiritual young man. He is compassionate, kind, clever, easily distractible, and a sneaky little twerp on occasion. And generally he is an embodiment of the complexity which I love about this show. I said the last time we did one of these episodes that Zuko was the character I wanted to talk most about, and that's because it's easy to talk about Zuko. There is a lot that you can talk about, which includes creepy "I'll save you from the pirate" Zuko. But the character of Aang is beautifully complex and balances the themes of the show like a master. Aang is often mistaken for weak because he chooses the path of non-violence and peace more often than he opens a can of butt whooping on people, but when he does lose his temper, yeah. But what I really want to talk about is season 2, which has, among other things, that big old Appa subplot, and bear with me, we're about to go a little bit Buddhist here. Attachment leads to suffering is the lesson Aang learns in season 2 when he loses Appa. But that's not the lesson that we come out with at the end. You shouldn't attach yourself to stuff because you aren't really separate from it, because everything is connected. I mean, that's what you think they're going to do, and they do it with the swamp episode, but the culmination of the season is all about attachment. And love.
How could it be a bad thing that I feel an attachment to her? 3 chakras ago, that was a good thing.
The guru tells Aang that he must let go of all of his earthly attachments, including his attachment to Katara, in order to access the Avatar state and become one with the pure cosmic energy or whatever.
Why would I choose cosmic energy over Katara?
Well, quite. And in this case, Uncle Iroh has it right, not the onion and banana juice guy.
Perfection and power are overrated. I think you are very wise to choose happiness and love.
The Avatar is the bridge between the spirit world and the physical world, and the Avatar needs that connection to the spirit world. After all, that's Korra's problem in her first season. She's just not that spirit inclined. Aang, by contrast, has no problem with the spirit side of things, but needs that connection to the world and connection to people first and foremost. His connection to the physical world in the form of the Airbender family he loved is important. That the love he had for them was reborn in his love for Katara is equally important. And Aang gives up his love for Katara out of love for her. And even then it doesn't stick, because that love he had for her dies and then is reborn when she brings him back again. Maybe it's selfish to love Katara with all of the love that you had for the Airbenders, but it's also a sacrifice to being the Avatar. It's also a sacrifice to the needs of the Avatar, who has to have one foot on each shore. Love goes around, apparently, and this one just keeps on happening. The demands placed on the Avatar, being a bridge between the spirit world and the physical world, are not simple, and they're not easy. And I love that complexity as it's expressed through Aang, and I love it in the rest of the show too. That's about it for this episode of Stuff You Like. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you as always to my beautiful, beautiful patrons who make this show possible. Leave a comment and tell me who your favourite Avatar character is and why, and whether or not Aang's love for Katara gives you terrible feels. If you want to see the Zuko episode I did a while ago, then there should be a box next to my face somewhere, and regardless, I'll see you next time.